want to spook our already spooked actors.
Concessions will be sold during intermission right over there. And sadly, since it is a holiday, the library is closed. So if you have to go to the restroom, you will have to head through the park to the playground.
And bring tissue.
The state of California requires us to inform you of the exits. You are in a park, look around you. Should the need to evacuate the premises arise, run in any direction you like.
Now, some of our actors may be using the aisles, so please keep them clear and watch your toes. And with that, enjoy the show!
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdam or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with a complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Send forth Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with feigning voice, verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweet meats. Messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart. and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so, she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander!
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, examine well your youth, know of your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister all your life? Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for high austerity and single life.
Well, let sweet Hermia and Lysander yield thy praise title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Oh, scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him.
My lord, I am as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, and, which all more this beauteous boast can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to old Neater's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
Aye, Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yield you up to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chances the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross too high to be enthralled to low,
or else it was misgrafted in respective years,
spite too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes. If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
Wait and hear me, gentle Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, Then steal forth from my father's house tomorrow night. And in the wood, a league within the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there shall I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head. In that same place thou hast appointed me tomorrow, truly will I meet with thee.
Oh, keep promise, love. Oh, look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena.
Call you me fair? That fair again unsaid. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than larked shepherd's ear. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so your words I catch, fair Hermia. Ere I go, my ear should catch your voice, my eye, your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you to be translated. Teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
That's your frowns will teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold the silvery watery visage in the glass, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet. There my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in strange companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. And see you on him, Demetrius, dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in mean I to enrich my pain to have a sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
Where's Oatcake the baker? Where's the fiddler?
The musician? Oh, always late.
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play an hour interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills
myself most gallant for love.
Ah, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. Hey, do the rest. Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. Well, that was lofty. Please, read the names of the actors. This is Hercules' vein. It's a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Oh, what is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Oh, Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear. Ah, Thisbe dear and lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. You, Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it's nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that it will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us.
Every
Mother, son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you as to any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man. A proper man as one shall see in a summer's day. A most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts. And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come then by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company and our devices known. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there may we rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall, her pensioners be, in their gold coats, spots you see, those be rubies, fairy favors. In those freckles live their savors. You must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear.
Farewell, thou love of spirits. I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. But she never had so sweet a changeling. Jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery and misleads night wanderers, laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakst aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and falls into a cough. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
That I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the furthest steep of India, but that forsooth the bouncing Amazon, thy buskined mistress, and thy warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer's spring met we on hill or dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margins of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn rotted ere his youth obtained a beard. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed, therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase, now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and originals.
Do you amend it, then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order. And in the spiced Indian air by night, full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance, till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round, and see our moonlight revels go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Then marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing, then, she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who goes here?
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave me your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you the more. I am your spaniel. Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will find you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me. Lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I do see your face, therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For You, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne will succeed.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the woods.
Die! In the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. For we cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it so the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, effected with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now asleep. Keep back that clamorous owl that nightly hoots. And then to your offices and let me rest.
Sodden snakes with double tongues, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, mutes and blind ones do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Billow now with melody, sing in our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby. Weaving spiders, come not near. Hence, you long-legged spinners, hence. Thieves with black the perch not near. Worm nor snail do no offense. Billow well with melody, sing in our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come my lovely lady nigh. So good night with lullaby.
It's away. Now all is well.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it lynx or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair in thine eye that doth appear when thou wakes? It is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to be honest, I forgot our way. We'll rest as Hermia, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath. So then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners, and my pride of Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen. To that fair prayer say I. And here with my end life I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. I am silent. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. And so awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Hey, wilt thou kill me, sweet Demetrius?
I charge thee, Hanson, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy own peril. I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
Run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how vile a word is that name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord? What though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' side. But you must flout my insufficiency. But fare you well. Perforce I must confess, I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness.
Good. Oh, she sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest come thou, Lysander, near. And to all my powers address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! I mean, for pity! What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, but removed! Lysander! Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone. No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves, I swoon almost with fear. Now, then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Okay, late again. Pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By Our Lady, can a parlous fear?
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver, and this will put them out of fear.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Ah, masters, you ought to consider with yourself to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living. We ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
He himself must speak, saying thus or to the same defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble. My life or yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, to have pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there, indeed, let him name his name and tell them plainly he is snug a joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into the chamber, for you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Then you may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let her have some plaster, or some loam, or some rough cast about it to signify wall. Or let her hold her fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin.
When you have spoken your speech, break, and sew everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors. Odors.
Odors. Savors sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you. For you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like red rose on triumphant briar, as true as horse, that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at old Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past. It is never tire.
As true as horse, that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar like horse, hog, hound, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, bottom, thou art changed! What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear that I am not afraid. The ouzel cock so black of hue, with orange dawny bill, the throstle with his nose so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark are playing on cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth bark, and dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled with thy shape, and thy fair virtues force, perforce, doth move me at first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Mistress, methinks she should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common race. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed.
Ready?
And I.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humblebees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal! Hail! Hail! Hail!
I cry your fairy mercy heartily. I beseech your fairy name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest fairy?
Peas Blossom.
Oh, I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. Ah, good. Peas Blossom. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, too. Your name, I beseech you.
Mustard seed.
What good fairy mustard seed. Yeah. Oh, your kindred hath made mine eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good mustard seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue. Bring him silently.
Mad spirit, what night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love.
Huh?
Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals who work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him a disadvantage take, an ass's knoll I fix it on his head, and at his sight away his fellows tread, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass!
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Ooh, stand close. This is the same Athenian.
Oh, this is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so?
Thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, beam or shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him.
What?
Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him thee?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm on adder do so much?
You spend your passions on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege courage never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, there for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice in some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned and not a false turned true. About the wood go, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens, look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go. Swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow, yeah?
Flower of this purple dye, hit by Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakes, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena, is here at hand, and the youth, mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why do you think I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And with vows so born, in their nativity all truth appears.
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her, or weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh? Your vows to Hermia, put in two scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tail.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her, or
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen! Goddess! Nymph! Perfect, divine! To what my love shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe in show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow.
no! Spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and super praise my parts. When I am sure you hate me with your hearts.
Oh, no.
You both were rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
Oh, good. You were unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know I know. And with all good faith, of all of my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourned. And now to Helen is at home returned. There to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Lysander! Why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
But why should he with love not press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Oh, fair Hermia, who more beguiles the night, than who fiery O's and eyes of light. Ugh, why seekst thou me? Could not this make thee know The hate I bear thee would make me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now, I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? What is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we have chinned the hasty footed time for parting us? Oh, is all forgot, all school days, friendship, childhood innocence. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men? Sporting your poor friend. It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your unlovely words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysan, as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to who he hates?
What?
Doth Lysan deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink each at other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
No, stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, bear Helena.
No. Excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
Well, if she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Well, thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Oh, Helen, oh, I love thee.
Oh, I say, I love thee more than he can do.
Well, then say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Oh, hang off, thou calf, thou bird, vile thing. Let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Do not jest.
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
Well, what? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? And not I, Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, and yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid! In earnest shall I say.
Oh, I by my life, and never did desire, well, to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, out of question, of doubt, be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
But hey!
You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine. In faith. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle heart? Fie, you counterfeit! You puppet! You puppet!
Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maple?
Whoa!
Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me! I was never cursed, I have no gift at all in Jewishness! I am a right maid for my cowardice, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower, hark again!
But Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that. Love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself into this world. He followed you. For love I followed him, but he hath chid me hence and threatened me to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens, will I bear my folly back and follow you no further? Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helen.
Oh, no, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
When she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! Again! Nothing but low and little! Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf, you bead of hindering knockoffs maid, you minimus, you bead, you ape!
Oh, you are too officious on her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena.
No! Get you gone, now follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena!
Nay, I'll go with thee. Seek by jowl.
Trust thee, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say. Helena!
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy lovers so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou, lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and fatty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed I release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
Oh, I will be with thee straight!
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Thou runaway! Thou coward! Oh! Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling bushes that thou look'st for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant! Come, thou child!
Yea! Art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on? Where I come, then he calls. And then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I am followed fast, but faster he did fly. Then followed am I in a dark, uneven way. Oh, and here will I rest me.
Ho, coward, why comest thou not?
Abides me, if thou darest, for well I wot. Thou runs before me, and shifting every place, and dares not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mock'st me, thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. But go thy way. Oh, faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. Oh. My days approach. Look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! A long and tedious night! Bid thy hours shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these that my poor company detest, sleep, and sometimes shut such sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Will come one more. 2 of both kinds makes up 4. And here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedappled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean
On the ground sleep sound, all right. To your eye, gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Oh, come sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large, ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Cobweb?
Ready?
Oh, Cobweb, good fairy, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And, Cobweb, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, good Cobweb, and have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag. Where's Mustard Seed?
Ready. What's your will?
Nothing, good fairy, but to help our gallant Peas Blossom to scratch. I must to the barber's, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Oh, what wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Oh, I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Oh, no. Say, my love, what thou desires to eat.
Oh, truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Oh, methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy who shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. How I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. And then she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo the hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud, or Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon! What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Huh? How came these things to pass? How mine eye doth loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be.
attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Ah, then, my queen, in silence, sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
My love shall hear the music of my hounds. Yes. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of hounds. And echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard such sweet thunder, such musical discord.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind. Slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hollowed to, nor cheered with horn. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander. This Demetrius is, and this Helena, old Neater's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of May.
And hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go wake them with your horns. Good morrow, friends. Saint Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know these two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
Oh, my lord, I rebassedly applied, half asleep, half awake, but yet I came to swear I cannot truly say how we came here. But I think for truly what I speak, and now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril from the Athenian law.
Enough, my lord! You have enough! I beg the law upon his head! They would have stolen away Demetrius, they would, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife!
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose, hither to this wood. And I in fury hither followed them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is my love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like in sickness did I loathe this food, that as in health come to my natural taste. Now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Oh. Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon.
Oh, my lord, I cannot...
Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by, with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And, for the morning now is something worn, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem strange and incomprehensible, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow him to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Come, let us follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus of it. Hey-ho! Peter Quince, flute the bellows mender, snout the tinker, starveling. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, well, there's no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had, well, man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I'll sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
Well, if he come not, the play is marred. It goes on forth, doesn't it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
He simply has the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens.
But he is the very paramour for a sweet voice. You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 more lords and ladies married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all have been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. Thus has he lost 6 a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6 a day, and the Duke hath not given him 6 a day in playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
What a most courageous day, almost happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian. Oh, I will tell you all just as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Oh, not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, put strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps, meet presently at the palace, every man before his part. For the long and the short is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, oh, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, go, away.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, seem more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to while away this long age of 3 hours between our after-supper and bedtime? Call Philostrate!
Here, mighty Theseus!
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
Herewith the riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage.
That is an old device, and played when I from Thebes last came a conqueror.
The thrice 3 muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary.
That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony.
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth.
Merry and tragical? Tedious and brief?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long.
What are they that do play it?
Oh, hard-handed men that work in Athens here, who never labored in their mines, till now.
And we will hear it.
Oh, no, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing. It is nothing in the world.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let her approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you, our true intent is. All for your delight, we are not here. That you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
Her speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who's next?
Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, once not by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly.
this loam, this rough cast of this stone does show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is, right hand sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Oh, Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night. Oh, night with hue so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall that standst between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield you well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Thou wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, indeed, sir, she should not. I am to spy her. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter, and I'm to spy her through the wall. You shall see. It will all fall flat as I told you. Oh, yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones with lime and hair in a penny.
I see a voice. Now will I through the hole, and I may spy, and I may hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love? Thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander, am I trusty still.
And I like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Ninus, Ninus!
It's high life, it's high death. I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
How is the wall down between the two neighbors?
This is the silliest stuff ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs. Here come two noble beasts in, a moon and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion, rough, in wildest rage, doth roar. To know that I, a Snug the Joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should, as lion, come in strife, and to this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of a good conscience. Let us listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
She should have worn the horns on her head.
She has no crescent, and her horns are invisible within the circumference.
This is a great error. The man should be put into the lantern. How is it else the man in the moon?
All I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon, myself, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Silence, silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is so
the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck. Oh dear. My mantle good. What? Stained with blood. Approach, ye furies fell. Oh, fates, come, come. Gut, thread, and throb. Quail, crush, conclude, and well.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Now, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I that left pap where heart doth hop. Thus die I. Thus. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die. Die.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover. And prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
Oh, she will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead? My dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak. Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, those lily lips, the cherry nose, the yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan. His eyes were as green as leeks. Sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore as you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbrue. Farewell, friends. This be ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Scribe and lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and wall, too.
Indeed, sir, the wall is down that parted their fathers. would it please you to see the epilogue or to hear a burgomask dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you. Your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. But come, your burgomask, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed, 'tis almost fairy time.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon. And we fairies that do run, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bright memory, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three, ever true in loving deed. With this we'll do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed, through the palace with sweet peace.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. And so good evening to you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Thank you all so much for joining us for our 24th year of providing free theater to this gorgeous location. Now, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge some of the individuals who might not be as visible, but just as those on the stage, they have worked as hard, if not even harder, to make this show possible. So Steve Coleman, our set design. production. Jody Branham with our costume design. And Sonia Evans with the assistants. Our front of the house management is done by Nick Meredith and Jennifer Dawn. For this production, our stage management has been Diane Pical-Gore and Lisa Liu. Our dramaturg has been Peter Bradbury. Director Brad Wilker. Our backstage dresser and seamstress has been Annie Brennis. And our wonderful band composer, Don Clark. And our lovely production manager, Kim Bromley. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce the director of our merry band, Miss Michele Delattre. Thank you very much! Yes, I have a whole bunch of people who are not here, but if they're present, why don't we just give them some credit anyway? Our assistant director was Doyle Ott! We have had a wonderful text coach, J.J. Van Nam! Thank you all so much for making this a wonderful 24th season. Now we'd like to make it 25, but in order to do that, we need your help. Although our show is free, as you can see, we have some expenses for the actors.
What, you guys are getting paid?
All but you. The sets,
to keep the donkey head.
our band, our costumes, everything. Now this is where you come in. In a moment, our actors will be joining you with smiling faces and some bags that can take your generous contributions. There will also be QR codes on the side of the bags that can take those generous contributions electronically. So on behalf of Curtain Theater's very own cast, we'd like to bid you adieu.